Well, again, first we want to apologize because earlier on we were trying to go live from all the way here in Bong Mines on RIA Farm in the forest, and we find out that Lone Star was not actually the network that works out here. Then we had to switch our device, and then we went with Orange. But again, I just want to welcome you. My name is Kwame Opa Wixa out here in the central part of Liberia. That is Margibi County. I think this part is, we're on the edge of Bong, between Bong and Margibi County. And we're back on the RIA farms. Let me get my piece of paperwork here. And, it's been like 2-3 months since we visited RIA Farm. And we just heard, we spoke a few days ago to Ben. He is back from Canada. And guess what? According to Ben, they're skilling up. They're going aggressive on the farm. So if you're a farmer, I want you, or you're interested in farming in Liberia, share this video to all the folks so you see what this Liberian guy and his Zimbabwean wife are doing on the farm. So, skilling up, and I'm talking about 20,000 trees are expected to be planted. You talk about peaches, pomegranate, and you name it, sour sap, oranges, and the whole nine here. I'm also hearing that they're drilling a borehole because where we are, there's a lot of rocks, and they struggle with watering of the plant. And now they're entering into the dry season now that he's back with the first video that we did. And so because of that, they're carrying out this stuff. And he also have planned relocations going to happen as well whilst he's back. There's a campsite, an outdoor camping. People, if you're interested and you want to come out here and camp, it's a beautiful, quiet, and serene, picturesque spot where you can come, bring your friends and neighborhood from the neighborhood, and you all can come out here and camp. It is so beautiful. It is quiet. The nature is naturing and all of that. And all of that, people, the training going to be happening as well. They got the pig pen. We just heard that there were these pigs that give birth to a couple of piglets as well. That's there. And he's going to be doing a live auction here. He's going to be having this super napier grass. The super napier is where the animals will eat on there, and then they get their proteins, all of that. But he's also open for consultancy as well. There'll be organic fertilizers coming in January. And the good news is when they do these apple trees and all of that, pollination is one of the major things that makes it to that, oh wow, we're already here. And so I see my brother Ben is that's Ben out there. That's Ben out there. And I just want to show you. So whilst he's out there, we just enter, and this is the way to order areas. This is a way out there, and going down to another area, and this is where we've entered so far, and we're waiting. We're waiting now to go and speak with Ben and his beautiful wife. But it's in that direction. Hey, Big Bus.
Hello, Mr. Weeks. How are you? It's always good to see you.
You're finally here.
Yes, sir.
At least the Liberian people can see who Ben is finally, the man behind all of this. First, before you take me, what's happening in the back there?
Well, we are scaling up. So that means we are adding a lot of trees, and we need water. So in order for us to do that, we brought in this rig that's doing a borehole for us that's going to give us enough water for us to be able to water the trees that we have.
Wow. What's something like this costing you? Let's keep going.
It costs a lot of money. That's all we can say, and a lot of challenges too. You can see all the rocks in the road is because of the rain, and these guys had a hard time coming in. So we came in yesterday, but weren't able to do anything until today. Thank goodness we were able to do it. This is not where we wanted to do it, but based on the ground condition, there's no way we can be able to go any further than that, right?
And they, how to get so you cannot dig a normal well here. You're gonna meet rocks.
We have normal wells, but it's not going to give us the quantity or the volume of water that we need. The only way we can be able to get the volume is using these guys to bring their rig and dig an actual borehole, which has a smaller casing. Then we're going to put in a submersible pump that's going to pump the water to our holding tanks for us to be able to have them available for the trees that we have in the field.
You're talking how many gallons?
It's going to pump more than what we normally pump from our hand dug pump. But I would just call my friend Spencer here that we made the initial contact with, so Spencer can be able to give you some technical information, right, when it comes to that.
Right. And I like the fact that you're even just show that to Spencer right there. You don't have to snap them. Okay, that's okay. Yeah. So Spencer, what is it you're doing here now? I mean, tell us what's been paid for and what will they get?
Okay, so right now we are doing.
Let's use this as a backdrop.
Yeah, we are doing our drilling. We were hired to. Initially, we came here. We did an assessment. After the assessment, we went back to town and we prepared ourselves to come. So right now we are here. We've been here since yesterday. Like
you slept here.
We slept here.
Wow.
Because of we are in the rainy season. So when we're coming, we caught a little bit of hard time along the way.
Yeah, with the road.
Because the road is not that good and the truck is 10 tire. It's heavy. So we caught a little hard time, but we managed to come. But then when we enter here, trying to turn to go to the exact area that we wanted to put the borehole, it was not that easy for us. So we tried everything we could, but it was not just possible. So we have to sleep here and allow the place to get dry a little bit. Then we went to Bong, we bought some timber that make it easy for us to to back up to the second point that was
conducive for drilling.
Conducive, and that was also selected for the drilling. So right now we are in the process of the drilling. We have to drill 90 meters. Yeah. 90 meters is 300 feet. So we have to drill 90 meters. And this is the process you see going on right now.
Wow.
So we have to stop a bit, to have your process going on, and afterward we'll resume, the drilling.
What's that white thing coming out?
So right now, we are drilling in the rock.
What?
Yes. Let me show you something. Please look on that step. You see the plastic with rock. Please bring it a bit quick. So we started the drilling. We drill in a lot of rock. They gave us water, sufficient water. But looking at the purpose for which we are doing the drilling, so we needed to go more deeper. So from the top soil, now this is the material we are drilling, and this is a complete water material.
Wow.
Whenever you are drilling, you come across this material, you smile because you already eat good water. So from the top soil of this ground to 18 meters, we hit the rock, this material. So from 18 meters all the way down to 90 meters, we are drilling in the rock. Yeah. So right now we have sufficient water, but the process of the drilling still continues.
Still going
until we get to the depth that we have to.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, my man. I like Liberians speaking this language. Then I'll say yo. Thank you so much.
And another thing I want to inform you about. The group doing the work is called New Life Water and Construction Trading Company. And it's a Liberian-owned company.
No way.
Working in partnership with some Indian guys. But the New Life Water and Construction Trading Company is your own Liberian trading company.
Wow.
Yeah.
And Ben and I spoke about that earlier, and I was like, is this Liberian owned? And we could not we could not say yes or
no.
no.
Sure. Now, if you know one Khalil Douglas, he worked with farmers, and we have drilled, if I'm not mistaken, more than 15 member of that of that group. We have drilled for them.
Wow.
Yes. So we have a very good record when it comes to the drilling. There's something that we've been into for a very long time.
All right. Thank you so much, man.
And we can tell you that this group is a group that you can trust when it comes to your drilling work, and we will deliver.
Thank you so much. And if you wanted to reach them, I will show you the phone numbers right there.
So though I can.
And those are the numbers there, right?
Yeah, but you can use this.
Okay. So if you want to drill or do anything, the numbers are right here. So you can just snap that card, and then we can get that. Thank you so much. So wow.
Well, thank you, Mr. Weeks. There's a lot of moving parts right now, but without further ado, I want to get my beautiful wife.
Oh, I didn't even see her. She's the star of the last time we were here. How are you again?
I'm good.
Are you excited he's home?
Yes, I'm very excited.
Since we left, how have you been? And what happened?
Since excuse me, you left, I've been well. Things have been moving on. We've been doing really well putting our trees down, but we always have that one challenge, right, of the workforce and interchanging between workers. That's our major problem that we are facing here. But I'm happy that my husband is home and he can get to deal with a lot of stuff.
Wow. Okay. But again, I know there's a lot happening, and he's going to talk about that.
Yes.
I see you're waiting you can't wait for water to start. Yeah, right.
That's what we need for our trees. We've got so many trees to put down, probably about maybe 2,000 or just over 2,000 to put down. And in order to do that, we need the water.
Wow.
Yeah, we need the water.
If that were me, I would send people all on the road to go draw water.
No, so wait, the 2,000 is just 2,000 apple trees, but we're putting 20,000 trees down in total. So we'll be putting some pixie oranges, pomegranates, and everything else. But we're putting 2,000 apples down, 7 different varieties. That's what we'll be putting down, and we need a lot of water for that.
Okay.
We are not going to confine ourselves to dry season or rainy season. No, we'll be able to farm all year round. Hence the reason why we need the water.
Okay. And you're back now. What's the good news you got?
First good news is I'm glad that the only thing that bothers me is the security of my wife. Every time I'm out of Liberia, that's what concerns me the most, the security of my wife. I'm glad she's in good health. She's okay. Even though we still have the challenge of not having workers on the farm, the most important thing is she's in good health and she's okay, right? And but there are a lot of good things happening on the farm. We got our male lemons doing well. We're going to put a lot of other apples down and everything else. I mean, we're just super excited. We've been doing training even before I came back, and the training is looking good. And we have a very, very important information we want to share. And today, by the way, we're feeling optimistic, so we've decided to do an auction today for farmers.
Wow.
So they can watch out for that.
Take me on the roller coaster ride. Let's go. So he's taking us now to exhibit today what we expect. You just saw that. This is serious stuff. The fact that these are the trucks the guy was talking about, right? Where they got stuck yesterday.
The routes. Yeah, the truck created because they got stuck. The ground is soft, and that's why. So you guys, I know a lot of you guys give me a hard time when you call me looking for Ida. I know I'm not going to be able to fill her shoes. She has a big shoes that I can't be able to fill.
Right.
Because people just call me up and like, well, Can I talk to Ida? Ida is not around, but with a lot of you, I was able to put Ida on the conference call for us to talk. So today, Ida is the one working with the guys that are doing the rigging.
Okay.
Right? They're digging the borehole, and we are going to be down here doing, so it's completed division of labor. We don't have a lot of people, so Ida is on the other side, I'm on the other side, and Mr. Weeks is here. We're just going to do our best, and hopefully.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, let's go.
Yeah, so hopefully we can be able to replicate what Ida did. I don't think we'll be able to make it, but we'll try our best.
So what do we have here today?
Oh, this is a big surprise that we have for all the farmers here. So once again, before we go into this, I just want to thank everybody else from the bottom of my heart. We initially, when I called Mr. Weeks, with the intention of selling the farm. And Mr. Weeks told me that don't sell the farm. Let's advertise and see what happens. And then if you want to sell it afterwards, we can go from there. But after the video of the apple, I received over 3,000 calls, my wife and I, from Liberians all over the world. We had Liberians that have never been to Liberia over 40, 50 years that call us. We have some people that have adopted us as the kids, my wife and I. My mom just came from the U.S. a few days ago. She's down with a cold. She's somewhere in the Painesville area. We're going to visit her on Monday, Ida and I, right? And I want to thank everybody, but specifically, I want to send two special thanks out. First, to the former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. President Sirleaf invited my wife, and they had a meeting of...
After that video? After
the video, President Sirleaf, Chief of Staff, reached out to my wife, and my wife got there. Wow. They had a moment. And my wife was excited to meet the former president. She being an icon of African politics, or even world politics, being the first female to become president in Africa. That's a monumental achievement. So my wife she was honored to be in the presence of the former president. And then the former president didn't even stop there. She went as far as giving her escort to bring my wife all the way back to Kakata so she would come back on the farm so there will be no delays. And the second person I want to thank is the Honorable Benedict Yuri. Ball Ben came on the farm, and Ball Ben made the biggest purchase of everybody else. That's what I'm going to say. He came on the farm and gave us a lot of money. He bought seedlings, right? And he gave me his number. He said, Ben, if you have any issues, call me. And I called him. We had a chat. I just came in. I have to go and see him and see what's going on. But I just want to appreciate those two distinguished Liberians. I'm not saying everybody else's voices are not valuable, but I just want to appreciate them for reaching out to us and supporting us, right? And then we also had Representative of District Number 1, Rogi Barry was here.
Yeah, Rogi Barry.
Rogi gave us a job for us to go and do soil testing on her farm. So she supported us. And many other Liberians reached out to us for us to go and do consultancy for them and everything else, right? So we just want to appreciate everybody else. Thank you for all the support. We've come to the conclusion that where you have a lot of hurdles, the reward is higher than the obstacles you have in your way. So we're just going to navigate through them and find a way. With your help, your blessings, and your prayers that you guys have sent us to us, God willing, we're going to be able to succeed.
Thank you. Now that we have the commercial out of the way, what is it? What is this setup here?
Look,
let's go to this guy right here first. Right here.
So we have decided.
What are we looking at? Sugar King or what?
No. So we've decided that we're going to put Liberia first when it comes to farming. We are not going to just sit on the good news and not give it to everybody else. This is Super Napier. Super Napier, we're the only ones that have it here in huge quantities, right? We have over 20,000. So this Super Napier, we sell it 3 for $10, but we're having an auction today where we're going to sell 5 for $10. This Super Napier has a protein content of 38%. The normal protein content that we use for our animal fattening feed is between 16 to 18%, right? This is 38%. So with this, you can be able to grow your own feed. We're talking about zero grazing. What does that mean? Zero grazing is where you don't have to take the animals and herd them around. You can just be able to cut these grass and give it to them for them to eat right where they are, stationary where they are, right? So we thought we'll bring it out here today, and all the farmers in Liberia can be able to grow their own, right? And there's another thing about this grass that a lot of people don't know about. It has a high concentration of methane when it's fermented. So in a couple of months to come, we're going to be producing methane that we can use for cooking instead of us using propane for our gas stoves.
Wow.
We'll be generating methane from this.
And you have the technology to do that?
Or we're working with partners, and in 3 months, 3.5, 4 months, God willing, we're going to have the technology on real farm where you can come and you can be able to produce gas from this along with your menu so that you can be able to cook with that. And then in another 6 months, we'll be using this for electricity. Your solar might work during the dry season, but what happens during the rainy season, right? This is the answer to that. All the animals can eat it, including fish. Chickens, you can put it into pellets for the chickens and mix it with other formulas so you can be able to give it to your chickens.
Wow. Okay, and we will, if you're a farmer out there, we will put all the information, all the numbers after here. We will put all of that there just in case you want to reach Ben and Ida. Right there, I see some barbed wires for farm.
Yes, we have these barbed wire today that we're auctioning as well. Now, let's look at the quantity of the barbed wire. So for this quantity, we don't have it in Liberia. 30 feet of barbed wire in Liberia is around $25. This roll is 1,320 feet. 1,320 feet, normally if you go by the Liberian market, it's going to be almost 10, 20 times the price. But today we're selling it for the price of $300 per roll. So just to put things in perspective, one of these can go around 1 acre of land twice. So you put 2 rolls on around 1 acre of land. So if you wanted to do a 7 feet post, you probably need about 4 or 5 of these. So instead of you paying around 1,000 something dollars, we're offering you this today for a small fee of $300 US. We have 25 of these that has to go. For farmers that want to fence the areas they have the animals in and everything else, you can put this there. And the good thing about this is 12.5 gauge. And you can also electrify the area to keep out unwanted visitors, right?
Wow.
Yes.
Okay. So we move now. We move. I see this, what looks like a camping tent right there. And I see these mountain bikes.
So this is what excites me the most. Why can't we replicate what we see in the West in Liberia? Our people deserve better, right? So when you go to camp outside Liberia, these are the facilities that you get. You got the camping table here with the different stools and everything else. We have the tent that we pitch, and we have mountain bikes, right? So in roughly 2 weeks from now, we are going to launch our agri-tourism on RIA farm.
You said agritourism.
Agritourism. Look, we are going big, even though we are self-financed, but we're still going to go big. And we're going to give the people of Liberia the best, right? Liberia is all we have. My number one thing is to promote everything positive about Liberia. Now I'm going to say something today that a lot of people don't even think about. Before I came home, I had an opportunity to go to 5 other countries before I came home. I realized everyone is smoking on the street. Ask someone to walk on the street of Monrovia. If they find 2 persons smoking on the street, I give them $500 Liberian dollars. People don't smoke on the street anymore in Liberia.
Right.
That's a positive.
Yeah.
Even though we are having the problem,
it's not easy to
see people smoking in the street in Liberia. Secondhand smoke makes a lot of people sick in the West. So those little gains are things that we should be celebrating in Liberia.
But are we paying attention?
No one is paying attention to the little things.
Because we're talking over each other.
Yeah, because people like us, we are self-financed and self-sponsored. We are appreciating the little things. So I go out there. You know, before people used to ask me, where are you from? I say, I'm from Africa. No, I don't say that anymore. I'm working in Canada and people ask me, where are you from? I say, I'm from Liberia. I make people to Google Liberia, and guess what? Now you Google apple growing in Liberia, the first thing that come up is the picture of my wife or the name of our farm.
Wow.
We've put Liberia on the map. That was not the intention. Our intention now is to make sure we have these fruits that people say don't grow in Liberia in all the 15 political subdivisions in Liberia. That's what our goal is.
What kind of help you think you need from government? Because to be honest, you cannot do this, and to mechanize what you're doing, even if it is teeny itty bitty type of mechanizing, how do you do that? Because this is what happened in the agriculture, and I don't mean to drift into politics, but if Ministry of Agriculture say, okay, if you're bringing agricultural tools duty free, you bring it, you're duty free because you're from that party.
Yeah.
Kwame brings it, they say, oh, that man, he's from a different party. So it does not matter what government comes into power. If there is incentives or loan for farmers, people who don't even know how to plant, to just throw the pepper seed, let it grow by itself, they get the loan. They get all of this different stuff, tractors and you name it. I mean, you know what I'm talking about, and I don't need you to delve into that area, but how do you do all of this without the help of government?
The government is already doing well. 100%. So my idea of getting support from the government is for the government to be stable, to do their function so that we can be able to have a peaceful atmosphere for us to do our farming. So in that regard, the government is doing a lot, right? I don't take things for granted. Anything else that I get, I consider to be a bonus. If the government decided they want to come in and help, so be it. If the government doesn't come in, it's okay.
You'll stay fortunate.
The fact that I'm able to fly in and out of Liberia without having any problems. There were times that we weren't able to come back home because of the civil war.
Mm-hmm.
So some of us who are old enough to know about that, we just appreciate the fact that
gains.
We can get on the plane and come back. These little gains that people are not smoking in the street and stuff like that. The government is already doing a tremendous job, right? It doesn't matter which government gets there. Once we have a government, the government of the day is making sure that we're able to fly in and out of the country and we can be able to work in peace. For me, that's a monumental achievement. So the government is doing a great job.
Wow. If people wanted to come out here, grab one of these bikes, set up their tent and all of that, I know there's a cost attached, but what do they expect to visit?
So what we're trying to do,
just come out here and just sit out here when you talk about agro-tourism.
We're trying to give you an experience. That's what we are trying to do, give you an experience, right? What we want is for somebody to be able to come, go and pluck what you want to pluck from the tree, cook it. Where we're standing now, in a few months, we're going to have a kitchen here with like 20 grills around where you can come here, buy your own goat, buy your own pig. We're going to have a abattoir here and everything else here.
Wow.
Yeah, we're going to have everything here. We're going to have a butchery. We have all the machines for the butchery and everything else. We have all the machines for us to be adding value to our fruits. They're going to be here, God willing, in end of February, early March, right? People are going to come here and have an experience, right? You're in Liberia. Look at all the greenery around you. Look at the paradise we're sitting in. Come, get out of town, camp. We have put the trails here where you can get a camp, a camping table, and a mountain bike for $20 a night. You come to RIA Farm just
You
for
say
$20 a night. Oh yeah, $20 a night. $20 a night. Now, there's a caveat to this that I'm going to mention. This is the first time we've mentioned it. We've partnered with a senior group in the Pennsville area. We are going to create a mini park for them, flower park, where the seniors can be able to sit and amuse themselves. My mom is the one who's running that initiative, the one that adopted me because of this video.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to go there. We'll fix the place up for them where they'll be able to sit and do everything else. Part of the proceeds of everything we do to RIA Farm will go to them. Everything we do for them is completely 100% pro bono.
Mm-hmm.
We don't charge them a dime because those are our senior citizens. That's our way of giving back to them.
Wow.
Yes.
And I know you talk about Liberians supporting and all of that. What's that rapport between you and other Liberian farmers? And since after that time, that video, how do they see you now?
No, the problem is, and if we want Liberia to be where Liberia should be, Liberia used to be where Liberia used to be when Liberia used to be called Switzerland in Africa, when our passport was visa-free to almost half of the Scandinavian countries.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's where we need to take our position. So, and I'm saying it, we're all being ashamed of saying or anything else. Any other country around us that are younger than us, if they have any expertise to help us improve, let them come and help us. We helped them before. They came to Liberia because of the US dollars.
Right.
Most of them used the Liberian passport. Now we are standing, waiting for help. If they have the technology to help us improving agriculture, let them come and help us. But this time around, we're going to be selfish when it comes to improving our country and giving people of Liberia what they deserve. There's no compromise. I'm unapologetic about this. Anybody else want to give me your knowledge, but I'm going to improve it so the people in Liberia can benefit from it.
You think your neighbors owe you anything?
They don't owe me nothing. I owe the people of Liberia to be able to bring the technology that I've learned in the West back to Liberia so they can be able to benefit from it. Not everybody will be able to have the opportunity to go to America. Give you a short story. My dad, the late Ben Bishop Bong, worked for the Lutheran Church. He didn't want to have a lot of children, but he ended up having 6 boys. His aim was to go to the States. He didn't have the opportunity to go. My mom, my late mom, Clover Dedesmo Bishop Bong, had an American passport when she died, but she didn't go to school. But through her kids, she had the opportunity to go to the States. But guess what Mama did when she got to Minnesota? She refused to wear lapa. When you ask her, Mama, what you want? She said, I'm wearing pencil. I'm wearing lapa again. So it doesn't matter if you're educated or not. Good life, everybody wants to live a good life. Everybody wants to live a better life. If we can be able to bring a third of what we experience overseas back for our people to be able to benefit from. This is our way of giving back to Liberia. And that's what we're trying to do at RIA Farm. That's all we're trying to do, be ourselves. We're not running competition with nobody else, just ourselves.
You think anything stopping that from happening? Because the first time I talked to you, the goal was to cut and run. You were like, F it. Enough is enough of this BS for my country. I mean, then it turned out to be something else. And here you are on a more positive outlook on your country, putting country first. What changed?
I find myself doing things in ascending order, but I will come back. First thing I need to do, and I didn't do initially, was to thank you, Mr. Weeks. Because when I came to you, I just wanted to sell the farm and go. I didn't want to be here. But thanks to you and your advice that you decided that we'll do this. And then in the process, as God will have it, the apples started bearing, right? Look, I'm a country guy from nowhere. My dad came from Bapolo County and was adopted by Sarah Elizabeth Bishop. He had the opportunity to stay with the bishop. I had the opportunity to stay with them. But one thing my dad did that I appreciate, he kept our last name Umbang, right?
Mm-hmm.
And to tell you, the kind of support and prayers that we have had from Liberians, from Sweden, from Denmark, from France, from Norway, from the US, from all over the world, from Liberia, from Bong mines, from everywhere else, telling me you have to stay the course. Don't sell the farm. Things are going to get better. That's why you have all the problems coming. Daily prayers, right? From a lot of people around the world that want to come home. People are even telling us, show us the way to come home. How do we do it? How can we be able to benefit from the knowledge that you guys have? So having said that, my people, in my Liberian voice now, me and my wife not going nowhere. We're staying. So anybody you want fight, or you're not fighting, or you're fighting the Liberian people because we're here to stay.
Wow.
The thing we're here to do is for Liberian people. We're not politicians, so we'll do what we need to do.
When you got back, what changed, what didn't, and what will change?
So when I got back, so what happened? Just the positivity, the overall vibe that we got from the video that you did.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't consider the magnitude of the video that you did, right? The reaction from people all over the world. But having said that, I would say I would not be sincere to myself if I don't mention the other people from different countries that also contacted me. Now we have clients from the Gambia.
Oh,
We
wow.
have clients from Guinea, right? We also have clients from the Democratic Republic of Congo. So initially I was going to close up here, go back to Zimbabwe and open another nursery. But guess what? We're going to look for a way now and add another nursery in Zimbabwe and keep this one and have two nurseries running it in two different parts of Africa, in the Southern Africa region, Southern Central Africa region, and the Western Africa region. That's what this has done now.
Thank you so much, Ben. Let's go look up. I heard you got some new kids on the block.
Oh yeah, we got some new kids on the block.
Let's go look at our
And
children.
this is my beautiful wife.
She's excited you're back.
Oh, yeah.
All right. She said, "Oh yeah."
All right, guys. So with everything that is going on and everything else that we're doing, we're trying to give up. But everything is just working for us in a positive way. Our peaks are multiplying. As it stands right now, we need to do a 40-bedroom peak pen because we're running out of space.
Wow.
We don't have enough room.
I
right?
came the other time. There were just not that many.
Yeah. We have this mama here. See her? She's pregnant right now. We have like 4 different pigs that are pregnant right now. We started off with 8, but we're sitting almost around 100.
Did you do
and
the
something.
ultrasound?
Yes, we did.
This one.
Yes. So this is going to give us maybe in a week from now. This one is pregnant too. There's a way we can be able to identify that.
Okay.
Then this one in the middle is the one that gave us 7 peaklets. This one gave us 7 peaklets 2 days ago.
Oh wow! Look at that.
Look at them. Look at them. So today we just gave them all the shots and everything else to make sure they're okay. Give the mom the deworm shot and everything. Make sure they're okay. So we're good to go.
Wow! Another 7 added to the
add
family.
the family. Then on this side, we have a sow and a bull in here, right?
Whoa! I mean, you guys look great. You should be on my grill.
Right? We have the girls on this side. These girls are around 2 months and a half, pushing up to 3 months.
They're all female.
They're all females. We separated them, right? So what we are trying to do is to build up 3-parent stock. Once we build up 3-parent stock, then we're going to start multiplying, right? The goal is to have about 2,000-3,000 pigs on this farm, and that's what we're working on, right? And on this side, we have a bull here and a sow here that is going to be giving us giving us some babies anytime from now.
I like to hear the pigs grunting.
Close that gate, please.
Whoa.
So let's come this way and look at where the boys at. So we got 15 boys here, and we separated them based on the weight.
Wow.
Yeah, we got 7 in front, 8 in the back. We separated them based on the weight. You mind bringing that white bowl, that small white bowl on the camping table? So those in the back, we got 8 boys based on the weight and the height and the ages. And in front here, we got 7 boys.
Hi, guys.
So we're going to tag the ears and do everything else and go from there. And the Napier will show you all there is a supplement that we put in our feed for us to be able to give to them. So on our farm, 90% of our feed is produced on the farm. 90%.
So it's organic.
It's organic. And that's why we're able now to expand, right? Because we have mastered the act of producing, just hold that please, producing our own feed. So once again, we're back in the nursery where we have all this lovely apples, peaches, peach, and everything else. All these have to go in the ground. So we call people to buy the seedlings. They don't want to buy the seedling. Guess what we're doing with the seedling, my people? We put in there in the ground, everything going in the ground, right? So
all of these here are what?
Apples. We got apples all on this side. Apples. We got peaches. We got pears and everything in here. Then there we got, we got the mandarins, tangerines, and then we got some pixie oranges. Then we got some pixie oranges on that side. There we also have dragon fruits. We have soursop. So soursop is one of the most sought of fruit now. Even the leaves, people use it for tea. It's way expensive. So we got to put around another 4,000 soursop tree in the ground. The problem is we're looking for workers. If anyone is around and is willing to work and can be able to do farm work, call our number, call us up. We're brushing so we can clean the place to put more trees in the ground, right? We give the going rate, like everywhere else in Liberia, is 500 Liberian dollars a day per portion. And then we feed you while you're here and give you accommodation while you're on the farm. Yeah.
Wow.
So I want to take them to the nursery my wife was talking about that had the bad net on it.
Okay.
This way, yeah. Oh, pomegranates here, they're starting to fruit again.
Wow.
Yeah, we had a pomegranate fruit in the last time, they're starting to fruit again. So yeah, we're just trying to clean the place in preparation for the groundbreaking ceremony of the camping services that we're going to start providing here. So let's come into the nursery.
This is a brand new work you're about to take on. That's real going aggressive.
Yeah, I am going aggressive.
We came out here. Yeah. All of this Napier was out here.
Yeah. So this is the terrible netting that we bought that my wife was complaining about. But what we did, we've cleaned around the nursery right now. The good thing is we're using steel. So steel is not going to get rotten.
No way.
Yeah, and so we're going to go from there. We have a couple of poppers here. So we're going to clean this up and we're going to fix this. We have 1,000 mangoes here, 7 different varieties of mangoes. Right? In these 2 rows, we're going to put them in the ground. Then we come up here, we have guavas. 3 different varieties of guavas. We're putting them in the ground. They're all going in the ground as well. Then this is what makes me happy, the dragon fruit. So just to put things in perspective, this dragon fruit, 1 kg of dried dragon fruit powder is around $368 US.
Wow.
1 kg of dried dragon fruit powder is around $368 US. When we brought this dragon fruit to Liberia, we brought 11 pieces. Today, we have 262 dragon fruits that we're going to put in the ground.
That's more than I don't know how many hundred.
We've propagated them. And just to put things into perspective, one dragon fruit is around $20 US for it. The seedlings.
Wow.
We brought 11, we're able to propagate that.
And they multiply to this number.
They multiply. So right, this tree have like 3 different trees. If I wanted to, I can take this piece off, and I got 3 different trees. I'm just checking it one based on the bags they're in. But if I were to separate them, we're talking about 300 to 400 trees.
And when are they ready for harvest?
So these dragon fruits right now, first thing, so this is what we do. We bring the fruit to Liberia when we don't have it. We propagate them, meaning we multiply them first. We multiply them. Once we multiply them, then we start the production. We start to produce. Now we've multiplied them. We're going to put them in the ground now so that they can start giving us fruit. But once again, on Real Farm, remember, everything we have on this farm starts to bear between 8 months to 18 months. Nothing gets to 2 years. They all bear before 2 years.
Wow.
So let's come to these boys here. Soursop.
It's a soursop. Do we have only one variety?
We got 4 varieties of soursop on our farm. 4 different varieties of soursop on the farm that we're using here, right? So we have this here. We just grow them in bunch, and then we separate them. Then we get this on this side. So by the time we're done, we have about 4,000 soursop trees. So we get them from the bunch and we separate them, and we're trying to fix the nursery again because it's the dry season, and this is what we get from them when we separate them, right? So once again, we need people to work in the nursery. If anyone is looking to work on the farm, let us know. We got running water and we have electricity on our farm, right? Please.
Are you looking to, she spoke about this greenhouse and you guys going to refurbish it?
Yes.
Wow.
The thing is the net. The only problem we have is the net. The structure is sturdy.
Yeah.
The structure is going nowhere because we use 1.5 inch galvanized pipe on the outside, and in the middle, we use this angle iron combined with galvanized pipe, 1 inch angle iron, and these things are sturdy.
I see they're firm and steady in the ground.
They're firm and sturdy. So we're just trying to fix this up and go from there. This is what we are doing here. And we're bringing it back. We're excited about this as well.
Wow.
We can go out this way. So this farm is like an incubator. We come here, we bring things. You give us one item and we multiply it into multiple.
What do we have here?
We have lemons here. So we use these lemons to splice with other lemons so that we can be able to get the so-called oranges you want or whatever thing you want, exotic fruit, we can be able to
More
use
like
this.
a hybrid?
Yes.
Wow.
So this is here, this is the first part. After this now, you see, we're going to put them into bags, and that will put them into bags, and then we turn them into hybrids for them to be able to bear in 8 months to 18 months.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. This is so...
So this is the mango, I think you saw it.
Yes, I did.
And then we got mulberry.
I see the mangoes are getting, they're getting so big.
Yeah, but
they were not this tall when we were here the last time.
No,
So
yeah.
the next time I come here, I hope I'll be eating some.
So this is mulberry. A lot of people from the States will come and ask you if you got mulberry on your farm. It's a good kind of berry, very good. Help with the digestive system and everything else, high in fiber.
And it's growing very fresh.
So it's growing very fresh on the farm. We got the guavas there, and then we got the passion fruit. There's a lot of grass there. I wouldn't want to take it there.
The mangoes are doing pretty good.
So we got 1,000 of these mangoes that we put there in the ground.
Wow.
Plus these ones.
What type are these? Like how many months or year?
18 months.
For fruits?
Yeah.
Under 2 years.
These mangoes are under 2 years in this height. And they're not going to get any taller than this. We're just going to prune them, and go from there. They're going to be like this in starts to bear.
I just heard that you got the guy who came and installed 2 other beehives here as well.
Oh yeah, we had Mr. Wilson.
To help with pollination.
Pollination. We got Mr. Wilson that came today. We got 5 beehives. Initially he gave us 1, and he came back and installed 4 today. So this is a peach tree right here, right? This is a farm. I want to be able to come from a farmhouse and just take a peach here, take a pear there, take a pomegranate and eat, right? This is the life we live in. And this is what we want everyone to be able to experience, right? And behind you there, we have the pixie oranges that you guys went through when my wife did the interview with everybody else.
Right.
That's the plantation with the pixie.
Yeah, they're growing in numbers.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So the beehives is further down there. What we wanted to do today, though, we wanted to do, see what I have? We want to do some harvesting. Ida, you want to come? Oh, she's busy.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have the male lemon.
Can somebody bring her as a bucket?
Yeah, he has the tree in his hand.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So yeah, we have the male lemon. You see this lemon is the same kind of lemon that you buy in the supermarket in the US. But for some reason in Liberia, when we plant them, they grow 2 times the size of the one in the US.
Right.
So let me show you the regular size.
Yeah, that's the regular size there.
This is the regular size of the male lemon in the US. This is the regular size, right? But on this farm, for some reason, this thing is just getting out of control. Look here. Look at what we're getting. Look at the size of this one.
I even saw one that is bigger than that.
Yeah. It's on the other side. Let's go around.
Right. And what he's talking is so remarkable.
Yeah. So
Like,
we're going through here, taking you to the male lemon. For some reason, look at that.
Look at these.
Look at those.
And look at this one.
Look at that one. That one is way bigger.
Right. And then you have one all the way here.
Yeah.
Well. One right here as well. You know.
And this male lemon, when you put in your tea, you wouldn't want to drink anymore. So what we're going to do today...
Those of you who, the information here that are more will be posted shortly after.
So I have my assistant there that have the board today. We're going to do some harvesting of the male lemon and put on the camping table. And this is the experience we want you to have when you come on our farm. So Weeks, you want to come here? So
yeah, the camera's picking you up.
All right. Now, we'll see how many male lemons we'll put in that pan.
That's with me, I just yank it out. I don't need
No. We got to be able to cut it. Now we got 3 and the pan is full.
Right.
So let's see if we can be able to add the 4th one there. No, I'm looking for gigantic one.
Yeah.
Look at this one. Look at the size of this one. Almost 2 times the size of this in America. Look at that.
Right.
So let's get one and just put it on top in the middle, right? So let's go this way.
A big one on this side that I saw.
Yeah.
That I think I know I saw.
It's up there.
On this tree. This massive one. Right there. That's that bad boy.
Yeah. Now look at the size of this thing.
That's what I said.
Look at this one too.
Whoa.
So imagine 5 lemons fill our bowl already.
Whoa. Yeah, this is a beautiful, beautiful, picturesque view and atmosphere. You can come, you get your mountain bike, and you can ride on the road all the way down there and enjoy yourself. When we're going, I'll show you. Take a look at all of these bikes. They got over 50 of these bikes that he's going to be working with. And I will just show you. That's the camping site. You can come out here, you and your girl or whoever, and hang out. do some grilling, spend the whole day here, and ride bikes all in the villages and all of that. It's safe. Look at that. You have these beautiful lemon that we just harvested.
What a number for calling in.
Take a look
What
at
Mr.
that.
Weeks' number?
Take a look at that. Real organic lemons. Look at that.
It was up, yeah. No, they want to go on this thing online.
And he has 50 of these things
invite people
to be set up.
Okay.
You know, you can get that and then open and look at the camping tent. They're all brand new. You can come out here and enjoy yourself. You know, it's protected. You don't get insects, none of those stuff coming in there to you. Once you get there, you just lock it in and the cover is there. Mind you, there are other places for you to get your oxygen and so far. But again, let's come out here and talk to our brother right here. Wow, man. This is a great experience.
Yes.
And folks trending with us, they say thanks so much for your good work. If habits, your product, do you have the marketing? Another thing someone wants to know is marketing. It's a problem. Like I've spoken to a guy, I won't say his name. He recently started harvesting his watermelons and all of that. It's like you people don't need contacts to sell agricultural products.
Oh.
Why do we? Because Liberians, we reach a point. Like, why would I want to eat the plastic rice that's been imported in this country versus me going, you know, to buy the organic rice from the supermarket, even if it's $10 for a smaller bag, you know, I get to have that. Why would I want to go in the supermarket and pay $3 for coconut water? I've taken people in the supermarket and I said, what are you drinking? And they will rush to coconut water from Brazil.
Yeah.
Processed.
Yes.
High fructose corn syrup.
Yeah.
All of these different kind of stuff versus you just spending 25 cents or even 10 cents to get a coconut, more electrolytes, organic, or glucose fused. Refreshing. The real thing. Versus you going to pay $3.50. Is it the how to call it? Ignorance, or I don't know. What's our problem?
No, Mr. Weeks, I would not call it ignorance. Our problem is we need to love ourselves. Simple. We just need to love ourselves. And if you love yourself, you're going to love everything about you.
But you can love yourself and don't know that if you eat your nails, you're going to get sick because maybe there are viruses or bacteria that get stuck in there.
So we have to be deliberate and love ourselves. So when you love yourself, what you can do is to be able to accept constructive criticism.
Mm-hmm.
We got some negative press when we got the video that went out, right? But the positive press overshadowed the negative press.
Negatives.
So we learn a lot about ourselves. A lot of people counsel us and give us a lot of advice. Things that we didn't know about ourselves, things that we could improve on, right? And we accepted those. You'll be surprised, Mr. Weeks, somebody will call me and say, oh, I'm sorry for bothering you. Are you the one that have the farm, you and your wife? Do you mind taking a call from me? I never turn anybody down.
Wow.
And you know what happened to them? Every time I said, you mind if I bring my wife on? It was the highlight of the day. Why should we not take advice from people on things that know better than we know? Why shouldn't we be able to relate to one another when we are all Liberians? At the end of the day, you know what? The irony about the whole thing is, everyone that comes back from the diaspora and people that live in Liberia, you know what we want? A better Liberia.
But we're afraid of you guys.
We all want a better Liberia. right?
Now, let me tell you, if you went to the agriculture ministry now with the level of knowledge you and your wife has or have, sorry to say, and you're like, look, I want to offer this free. Some guy who graduated from, and no disrespect to our agriculture universities, but we're not equipped. We don't have the kind of technical, stuff that will bring us the kind of knowledge that we need. And you want to offer that? I mean, they're not going to give you that space. It's a reality.
We know what we know, and we are very good at what we do. People have proposed that we do rice farming, we do cassava farming, we do other farming. No, we don't know rice farming, we don't know cassava farming. Fruit farming, exotic fruit farming is what we know, is what we are good at. And the result is proven right on the farm. Everything we say we're going to do, we've done it. We've had results, right? We've learned a lot about these fruits that someone that even has PhD in agriculture is not going to have, because we live with these trees.
Right.
We have the difficulties that the trees have, and we solve these problems in real time. That's an experience. This is the reason why back in the day when people went to agriculture school, you had to do internship and have a certain level of field experience before you graduated from agriculture school. But nowadays, we are no longer doing that. Newsflash, RIA Farm is opening dormitories here for all the high schools and universities in Liberia to bring your students to come and get valuable knowledge on how to work on a fruit farm.
Wow.
Yes, we are offering that. We want to work with schools. We have NGOs here that are working on nutrition for our kids. When you talk to them, the first thing they will say, they don't have a balanced diet. What's missing in the balanced diet? They will tell you they're not eating enough fruits. We are growing those fruits. We are propagating them. And what we are doing that a lot of people are not doing now is we're taking the domestic fruits that we have here and we are multiplying them. So if you need them, we can be able to give you 2,000-3,000 pieces of those domestic fruits that we grew up having. Right? So those are things that we want to do.
Francis wants to know how many years can it take the soursop to grow and then you harvest it. What you have here?
We have different kind of soursop you're talking about. We can give you the soursop. The normal soursop takes between 3 years to 5 years. And then we can give you the hybrid soursop that take 18 months. But now, this is the kicker about the soursop that a lot of people don't know. Soursop, I'm not going to use no big technical terms. I'm just going to keep it at a minimum. Soursop is one of those fruits that bear two different flowers. It has a male and a female flower, right? And a lot of people don't realize it has to be pollinated. To get the kind of beetles that will pollinate the soursop is difficult in Liberia. But if you pollinate the soursop manually, so let's say you have 1,000 female flower and you already gotten the one from the male flower, you can be able to produce 1,000 fruit from that tree.
Wow.
When you follow the technique that we have, and we'll show you how to do it. And that's the reason why we are producing them. And earlier on, Mr. Weeks talked about market. We're not looking for markets. We're going to make our own markets. We're going to add value to the produce that we're making here. Because
how you do that?
Huh?
You got only one market and it's the Lebanese man's store.
So I'll give an example.
Nigerians don't eat fruits. Anytime they eat fruit is the one that they pick for free.
I'll give you an example. I live in a country that 2 hours from my house, I'm at one U.S. border. So before I go to work and come back, I can go to about 7 different borders with the United States of America and come home.
Wow.
We drive from Canada and we go to the U.S. and come back. Who told us, I'm going back to my Liberian voice now, who told all my people we can go to Sierra Leone and Guinea-Bissau and the Gambia and sell our product there, make contacts with the hotels that they have there, since the population is larger than ours. The population of Sierra Leone is 8.6 million, almost 2 times the population of Liberia. Nobody's going to limit us to Liberia. We're going to go out there, we're going to look for markets. We're going to look for market in and out of Liberia. We're not going to sit in Liberia and just feel sorry for ourselves. And we're not waiting for nobody to bring market to us. If you want to collaborate with us, we welcome you. If you don't come, we'll look for market for ourselves. But we appreciate everybody else.
That's a brilliant point. That's a brilliant point. And so if you're just joining us again, my name is Kwame Opawix, and I'm into an interview with Ben and his beautiful wife, Ida. She's from Zimbabwe. She's Liberian. And we're here on the farm for the second time. Like I told you, they have upgraded or upgrading. You see in the back there, we have this borehole been drilled to get more volume of water, because they're about to go on a massive scale of planting over 20 to 30,000 trees. This will be the biggest fruit farm in the entire republic. Lavito Sharif say, I like this guy's energy. Fidel Jadia Quia, he said, my kind of guy, I need to meet him. It will cost you $200 US, Fidel. You're too damn cheap. I need $200 from you today, or else you're not going to meet Ben. Nonsense, cause my cousin. That's my cousin.
Okay.
Just kidding. Fidel, yeah, he wants to, positive guy, wants to do a lot of these things. And I'm just being honest with you.
Yeah.
Our country, we say brain drain.
Yeah.
But when the brain decide not to drain and come back home to work, they're gonna hate on you. It's a fact. I know what I'm talking about. I know people who came to teach free. All they were asking for the government is provide housing for me and give me a vehicle. I will teach whatever I need to do. I'm a real professional, not a teacher then.
Yeah.
Because another teacher who will be collecting from student, or let's call it professor, but I'll call them teacher. They bullied the guy until he went back to the US. Then you have the music industry, for example. Liberians, they come out of there called trap code. They bring their music here in Monrovia, trying to join the Liberian Musical Union here and sing, bring style, a new genre of music and all of that. The local musician now will fight them and they will go back. I mean, you name it, I can go on and on and on and on. Liberians from the diaspora hold U.S. passports, Canadian passport like you do. When the government switches hand, they come back, leave all their kids out there, come back here and work. Okay? They work in that government of the day. Yeah. When that government change hands, they don't stay no more. Liberia is no more good for them. They cut and run. Look at you. With the frustration, you almost cut and run. But after that video, you got positive review from ordinary Liberian. And then you change your mind and no, I'm going aggressive. Behind me, that particular or getting that particular drill here cost thousands of bucks.
Yeah.
And we were arguing earlier to know whether it was a Liberian owned.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, the guy said it's indeed Liberian owned, even though he had few other guys behind. He mentioned few other Indians and all of that.
Yeah.
But our country.
Yeah.
When these guys come and all of that, they say, oh, let's put white man in front. Mm-hmm. Even though it's Liberian owned, because if it is 100% Liberian owned, they would doubt the quality.
Yeah.
But you see that all the engineers doing the work are all Liberians.
Yeah.
So I know you're trying to pin this positive picture of our country and all of that, but there are obstacles. Yeah. There are hurdles that we need to climb.
Yeah.
How do you balance, juxtapose that picture versus, because you sound more like Joel Austin, that the Bible has no no bad thing in it?
That's a very good question. But I'm trying to look at it from the perspective that we have to make it work. There's no option. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to cite few instances with all promoting nothing in particular, right? Mm-hmm. So the first thing I would say, we have a big problem in Liberia. And the problem in Liberia is we don't have mutual respect for one another.
Bingo.
mutual respect for one another, right? So when I come to Liberia and I want to talk to somebody and I ask you if you have a minute for us to talk, if you have a minute for us to talk, you know, they find it kind of odd. Because what I want to tell you is personal. I don't want to talk in front of somebody else before you get mad, right? And stuff like that. But the only way we're going to be able to succeed is for the people from the diaspora to be able to respect the people in Liberia, and the people in Liberia do the same.
Vice versa.
Vice versa. There's no way we can be able to succeed with all the people on the ground. There's no way the people on the ground can be able to succeed with all the people in the diaspora. We need
But the people, listen to me.
together.
I disagree. I'm just being honest. I'm from the diaspora.
Yeah.
Right? I understand the swag part. We land on the airport. We change our way, even though we pay our bills on time and our car notes and all of that. But we get on the airport. We want to speak serious. We want to disrespect the immigration. All of that one, I get it. But man, oh man, if diasporans today decide, say, just this December, okay, let them just say 3 days, we're not sending 5 cents to Liberia. Only 3 days.
The country is not going to function.
The economy will crash.
Yeah.
So don't bite the hand that feeds you.
So you know what we need to do? We need to adapt the system that before.
But first, you must know that the diasporans are number one.
I agree, 100%.
Right.
Equally so.
They will show the respect.
They're
Yeah.
number one, but equally so, humility takes you a long way. You can be number one. Listen to me.
But you have to be humble.
It's been a learning experience for my wife and I.
Okay.
Now imagine I live on the old road in Gate Town, born in a zing house. We get beat up for everything that we do. Then I get in Canada, I start having these Canadian kids. Me and my wife have American kids, where the kids can look at me and say, "Dad, you need to listen to me. Shut up. And let me tell you what I need to tell you." That was a rude awakening for us. We had to adjust. My wife and I, we had to adjust. We had to recalibrate. My wife, being smarter than me, was the first to be able to adjust. And every time I wanted to do something, she said, "No, Ben,
Chill.
These children are different. They're not like us when we grew up. We need to chill." And my grandmother, Sarah Bishop, always used to say, two wrong does not make a right. Even though we are the hands that are sending the bucket of money to Liberia, we have to look for ways to be able to work with the local people on the ground. Now, this is
But we've tried.
No, listen, this is
when
my
I say
problem.
those in the diaspora have tried. I know multiple. I can give you litany, florist, an avalanche, barrage of cases where people work hard. You know, if you're from Minnesota or whatever state, those where you have frosty weather.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Where you're freezing. We're from the tropics.
Yeah.
And your balls are frozen to go get those 8-hour job.
Yeah.
You send your money back. Your brother tells you, say, "Look, my man, the farm to do this, it will cost you, even though it's $50, that $150. You say, "No problem." But you send that money and you meet zilch.
Yeah.
Nada. What we say, foko key. You don't meet it, you come back.
Yeah.
How is that about mutual respect?
So it's kind of ironic that somebody said they like my energy, but I'm going to make everybody feel bad right now.
Go ahead.
Guys, you remember the boy you saw in the last video? My wife was calling her son. That's a boy that we didn't know. Somebody brought him to us. We sent him to MVTI. He became a mechanic. We bought him a motorbike.
He was the star of the
He was the star of this
interview.
video. Guess what he did? He abandoned my wife and ran away from the farm after stealing a lot of items.
Why you're not saying you're right, Mr. Wicks, and you keep painting this?
I am not refusing to say that you are right. What I'm saying, even though we have all these adversity, we still can be able to rise to the challenge.
Wow.
No one is going to dampen my spirit. The most important thing that I have that helps me navigate everything, God first, my wife, and I got some brothers behind me, man. Those guys.
Yeah.
When you yell my brothers, when you they're on the live right now. When you listen to my brothers, talking to, I have one of them there that just called me my dad's name, Uncle Ben. It makes me weak. Sometimes it makes me emotional, right? These boys will look at me and tell me, Papa, you're getting there. What you're doing is unprecedented. Just carry on. They're all in Minnesota, 3 of them in the military.
Right.
These boys, we have our own platform where we go and chat. They gave me the courage to carry on every time, right? There's nothing you can be able to do with the people behavior. The only thing we need to do now. This is what I like to advise people in the diaspora, because a lot of people have asked this question to me. How do you manage to go to Liberia and stay for 6 months, 1 year, 2 years? What is your source of income? So if you want to come to Liberia, there are 3 things you need to do. First thing you need to do is to have a place to lay your hay. Second thing you need to do, you need to have mobility. Have a reliable vehicle that takes you from point A to point B.
Yeah.
The third thing you need to do, you know what you need to have? A source of income that gives you money to buy your gas, to buy your data, and to buy what? Food for you to eat. Liberia is very cheap for you to be able to sustain yourself. Now, we've done it in an elaborate way by having a farm. We can go and pick stuff here and there and eat, and it's all organic.
Yeah.
Or you can be
I saw your hands and out there, eggs everywhere.
Eggs everywhere. Today we decided we're going to take one of these pigs and slaughter them for the Christmas. We can be able to do it. We got our power is on 24 hours.
Yeah.
We got power. So we got running water. These are things that we can be able to do. But the problem is most of the people in the diaspora does not have the technical knowledge or the know-how to do these. These are some of the services that we offer. Depending on the size of house you have, what do you need to be able to power that house? What do you need to be able to start a business? Now, you don't have to do a business with us, but this is a business model that I've started with my brothers. So each one of my brothers is going to get, we're dealing now with pigs. I've been taking care of pigs since I was 5 years old. The first mistake we make in Liberia is we buy a pair of pigs that are from the same parent stock. So that is called inbreeding. And we expect them to grow. They're not going to grow up to the height that we want them to grow.
That's incest.
Yeah, they're inbred.
Animal incest.
They're inbred, right? So this is what
I'm married to son.
So this is what I propose to my brothers, and we are doing now. You can do it on your own farm or do it as a business. My brothers have gotten 5 gilts. So gilt is a female pig that haven't had any kids yet. Pigs that have had kids, we call them sows. They're going to get 5 gilts and 1 boar. I'm going to keep them in the pig pen for them. They're going to multiply. Within 6 months to a year, each one of those boys are going to have what? Between 70 to 100 pigs. How much is a pound of pig in Liberia? $400. I mean, $4 US. On our farm, if you want a pound of pig from us, we can give it to you for $3. $3 a pound of pig. So you're buying from us and we're selling it to you $3 a pound of pig. And we're going from there. But my brothers will be sitting down in Minnesota, in the States, while the pigs are working for them here. They're going to send money for the feed. We're going to add to what we have and just keep the pigs for them. That's a very good model, business model that anybody else can be able to do. People that have land in Liberia, if you are sincere, if you are honest, and you can be able to work for the people from the diaspora, put up buildings on your farm where people can come and stay and look at the animals that you're raising for them, and they pay you for raising the animals.
Right.
That business does not require any funding. So right now, what's happening here, my brothers have bought cement that we are going to construct 40 rooms pig pen. We're going to expand the pig pen because our pigs are multiplying. We have all these courses that we give to people on how you can be able to do agribusinesses that will bring income to you. You have the land, but you don't have the means to be able to do that. If you're honest and sincere, the people from the diaspora can be able to collaborate with you, and you can do the lead work on the ground. Once you're honest and sincere, everyone can be able to benefit from that. Now, a lot of people are going to say, oh, they want to come to me to do that business. Unfortunately, I got too many brothers, and we don't have no more room for what we are doing right now. It's a family affair. we're extending this, and each one of these boys are going to have the pig pen, and we're going to multiply the pig.
Based on what you just said, Leroy Tom, you said, thanks for your positive mindset. And indeed, you have reawakened my distasteful thoughts about Liberia based on my experience. However, from this interview, I'm having a positive thought to continue what I intend to do in Mama Liberia. Are you being paid by the government to bring back her citizens?
No, I'm not being paid by the government. On the contrary, I've been inspired by my wife, who sees the potential in Liberia that I didn't see as a Liberian.
Yeah, she was.
That's the love of my life.
Mm-hmm.
She inspired me to look at things from a different perspective. Is it easy? No, it's not easy. Is it tiring? Yeah, it is tiring. Getting workers. If I had 5 workers here to work with me, permanent workers to work with me here, I don't need anybody else. We'll be able to multiply and make good of what we have. So this is a short research that we've done in Liberia on our own RIA farm. All the farms that have gotten subsidies from the government, I'm not going to say all, most of the farms that have gotten subsidy from the government in the form of grant and everything else. Once the donors pull away, guess what? The farms, they all collapse because it's not sustainable.
Wow.
Hear me well. 80% of the farms that have gotten grant from the government and the international community, once the international community or the government pull out those farms, they all collapse because it's not sustainable. Now let's talk about sustainability when we talk about farming. How is it sustainable when you're bringing synthetic fertilizer that's costing $30 to use on like one lot, and somebody has 100 to 200 acres? Where are they going to get money from for them to be able to sustain that?
Yeah, to fertilize that entire.
Now come to RIA Farm, where you have Ida and Ben. We have a new podcast that's going to be coming out. It's going to be launched by Mr. Kwame Opa Weeks, where we tell you the poo-poo are going back to my Liberian voice again. The poo-poo that coming from your cow, the poo-poo that coming from your fish, the poo-poo that coming from your pig, you take that same poo-poo, you mix it and make everything to grow. That size of lemon you saw is because of the pig, the chicken, poo-poo. No fertilizer. Liberia has 150 trees that you can use for organic fertilizer that we have researched since we started in 2019. That's what we use on our farm. Everything is 100% organic. Then you have some people that say that, well, you need the growth to be rapid so you can be able to meet commercial standard to supply the market. Everything is about timing. Now, look at the commercial or synthetic fertilizer you have in there. Some of the component of that, the raw material comes from where? The same organic products that they put in there to stimulate the growth of those products.
Correct.
But we overlook that. How many times do we even take to read what's on the label before we use it?
No way.
I'm guilty for that. Men as men, we don't look at stuff. My wife, every time she points that out to me, right? We don't look at stuff. So we need to go back to the basics. Look at this farm. You would think that we've had grant from the government or we have outside help. No, we don't. I'm lucky that the job that I do, I get contracts here and there. So I'm able to go work for 3 months, 6 months, come back and inject the money into the farm. But I can tell you that my farm is sustainable because it's affordable. Sustainability has to do with affordability and materials that are readily available to everybody else. So I'll give you one example. I was thinking about doing our juice and we wanted to put it in bottle. We sat on the table after research. We decided that even if we made this bottle here for $5 Liberian, nobody's going to buy it. The local population is the one that has the most money. When you come to sell it in Liberia, not everyone from the diaspora is going to come.
Right.
But what if you were to take this organic juice and put it in sachets? The first thing it's going to do is going to draw all the school children, the motorbike riders, and everybody else for them to be able to buy it and can be able to sell. Do you know how much the people make in sale from this sachet water that they sell? A lot. Because no one is driven away from it because it's in sachet. But once you put it in bottle, people believe that is above the pay grade, so they stay away from the bottle.
Even though it's cheap.
Even though it's cheap. So these are things that we need to look at. Sometimes when we're coming from the States, we have this big, elaborate plan that we want to do in Liberia. But there are certain variables that you have to consider. The most important thing is the purchasing power. Do our people have the purchasing power? What is the demographic you are targeting? The people that have the purchasing power. There's a local Kobo shop to Mount Barclay Junction that the food is always finished at 11 o'clock, and they sell 10 25 kg bag of rice every day. You get there 11 o'clock, it's finished.
Wow.
You know why? There's a steady flow of clients. The pimping rider, the construction people, and everybody else, they are the ones that are going to buy it. We have to be able to serve the local community. We want to work with schools. Our kids see all these juices, but they haven't seen apples on trees before. They don't know what a pomegranate is. Mayo lemons, they see it in books and stuff like that. The children go on field trips in America. Why don't we bring them to a Liberian-owned farm where we can be able to teach them about these things locally, right?
You have to grow with it. And I was telling someone the experience, like I have served as chaperone so many times for my daughter.
Yeah.
You know, thing that I never dreamt of. I would say, there's no daddy-daughter dance nonsense. We never saw that.
Yeah.
But what I experienced is like, okay, my daughter is to go to Detroit, what is the name? Airport.
Yeah, Metropolitan.
Metro Airport. And they say you have to serve as chaperone. And I'm on the bus with her, and they're going, this is where you check in, this is this, that. Even though they have not flown, but by the time they grow up, by the time they get to that counter the next time, they already know what's up.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And this is something that we don't, you don't have field trips. Nowadays, you got so many different type of schools and what have you. This is a good delicacy in Lofa.
No one play around my dog. No, don't play around my dog. Come on, big boy. Come on, big boy. Come on, big boy.
It's called, this is known as Glewi. That's Glewi there.
Yeah, come on, big boy.
Nice delicacy.
Come on, big boy.
Fidel say you are an asset to Liberia. Well, guys, if you're watching the game, my name is Kwame Opa Wicks, and I'm here with Brother Ben. He just got back from Canada. And, it's been like over 2 months plus since we filmed this farm, and he was about to shut it down because of some of the obstacles. But now he's back, and I show you everything, and he's about to go full throttle. If you want all the information, that you need with the numbers and everything, we will be uploading that in a minute. Go back to the video once we're about to close. We'll be coming back to Ben for his final thought, and then we will be putting all the numbers there. He's back on the farm. Guess what? Just day one, they've already drilling that well costs about almost $3 grand. Even though he won't give out the numbers, but I'm telling you, based on the rocks and everything I see down there, and the depth they're going, and the kind of water he's looking for. Mind you, there's a well here. Let me just show you and be right back before you say, oh, this.
You want me to open the pump?
Yeah, come on.
Okay.
We'll show you.
Let's go. Let's go.
So you would not think that I'm joking.
Let's go.
You know. This is our guy is here. He's back. He's about to take us back to Bong mines from the farm. But let me just show you, so you think that I'm kidding.
Yeah.
You see? He got that. That's why he's running with the house and all of that. But he's about to go aggressive, so he had to do this $3,000 borehole thing on the drill. Look at that. So
we got water on the pump.
So you see that?
We got water, yeah.
You see that water gushing out there? He already has
water. We got 2 pumps, but we need more water because.
So you see that? That's from from the pump there that they themselves dug. So just to tell you, he's about to go aggressive, semi-mechanized farming. So this is something that you guys can look at if you were interested and all of that. So let's go back to Ben for his final touch. Ben, take it away.
All right. I just want to thank everybody else, most especially my friends in Canada that I work with. I work in some of the, in almost every mine in Canada. And I have a lot of people that makes it possible to work safe for me to be standing here today. So a couple of people I want to mention. My boss, Phil Walkawaki, Brian Hospitalis. I want to talk to Anson Boyles. I want to talk to Kevin Fraser. What's his name? Andrew Cady. Danny Antunes, and the whole 9 yards. These guys were rooting for me. Guys, we have a YouTube channel. Our handle is Real Farm City in the Jungle. Those guys were able to subscribe, and we're up to 81. Please subscribe to our channel. Let's put our numbers up to 100. That's all we want, to 100 before the end of the month. And you guys come and support us so we can be able to go. One thing I want to mention, we Liberian people, we are very good and resilient. The Liberian Association in Canada just elected the first female president, Madam Pressure Podia Dramani. She did something that's very unprecedented, along with the Liberian Association in Canada. They just sent support to survivors of the hurricane from Jamaica.
What?
She had a big speech. Pressure Podia Dramani, that's my president from the Liberian Association of Canada. She's in Montreal right now. When I saw that, I became emotional. She's the first female to become president of our association. It's the Umbrella Association or the Liberian Association in Canada. She made a powerful speech. And we sent support, we sent food and material to the people of Jamaica, our brothers and sisters in the Caribbean, to support them after the disaster they had during the hurricane.
Yeah.
Right? Why do we always go out and treat other people nice? We treat everybody else nice. Pressure is one of those people that is a living example of what Liberia should be. Right? And I'm going to mention this. I'm not looking for no publicity for everybody else. The guy that put the library in Pinsville, Leo Nopolu Johnson, young Liberian that brought the idea of bringing up the library so our people can get better, because our people deserve better. We need to put our differences aside and work together as Liberians. If I have done anything to any of you guys that made you guys annoy on my wife, we apologize to everybody else. This farm is for everybody. We want you guys to come and have the experience that other people have in other countries that we don't have. Not everyone is going to have the opportunity to leave Liberia, like I said. My dad did not have the opportunity to leave Liberia. He passed away in 2008. My mom did have the opportunity to leave, but she wasn't looking forward to leaving from Liberia. So in a nutshell, we just want to appreciate all those that contacted us. And for those that didn't contact us, we just want to encourage you to support your Liberian-owned businesses and farms and everything else. In a short while, we are going to launch this thing here. We're going to have barbecue on the farm. It's going to be free. We're going to invite some people. Come and see the farm. Leave Monrovia. Stretch your leg. There's too much stress in Monrovia. Come on the farm. See what you can do here. Learn about this. We offer training courses. We already trained a group from Grand Juda County. So we got representative that's by the border with Ivory Coast. There's another group that a guy from the U.S. sent his representative. We trained, they're gone to Nima County, and we want people to come from all the 15 political subdivisions. And I want to send this message out to the superintendent of Nima County, Kowugondo, Miape. Kowugondo, Miape. You have the second largest city outside of Monrovia. I'm coming to you. I want to see you so we can collaborate in Nima County. I want to come to Grand Juda County. I want to come to Maryland so we can be able to collaborate in those counties. For those of you that bought apples and they are not bearing, you need solutions. This thing, we're not fighting. I'll tell you my Liberian English, my people. Call us, let us come and see. We can come we're all putting gas in our car. So at least if you put gas in our car, we can be able to see that anything we can educate you on how your Apple will be able to bear so you don't lose money. I just want to thank you. It's because of you we are here. And Mr. Weeks, thank you for having us again.
You're welcome. There you have it. That's beautiful closing there by Brother Ben. Again, my name is Kwame Opawicks, and I'm at the RIA Farm today. Like I mentioned to you earlier on, that this is what's happening. RIA Farm, has been 2-3 months since we filmed them. Ben is back from Canada. They're scaling up. They're going aggressive. 20,000 trees expected to be, inserted into the ground. That's why you see that truck is out there drilling. You see that, that's why they're here. The Volta Drilling Company, they're out there doing that. You're talking about pomegranate, apples, and all of that district. So plants will be relocated. You got campsite. That's the outdoor camping, thing out there happening. Lots of clients expected. That are waiting to show up. There's going to be training coming as well. Increasing the pig pen. They got a piggery right next door. A live auction. You see the barbed wires and all of that there. Super Napier grass that they use for protein, for animal feed. Earlier on, we were able to, harvest some of the, lemons. You see how big and organic those ones are. And he's got some mountain bikes here. You can come and enjoy this picturesque view as you exercise, agro tourism, he call it, and so forth. He also, it's they're open also for consultancy. We also talked about organic fertilizer and how, 2 other beehives was set up by a young Liberian brother also to help with self-pollination, because the bees are needed. They come to where the flowers are, they do their little thing, and it's all about nature. Again, Kwame Opawicks, good luck. Bye bye.